So, it's been quite the hot minute since we have last revisited our old friend, the topic revolving around Pokemon Go. And most recently, I've been hearing a lot of talk about this epic, big, bad new event revolving around Eternatus, the Generation 8 legendary Pokemon. Now, even though Pokemon Go has a history of really botching events and screwing things up, there's absolutely no way that they could screw up with Eternatus, right? Well, shit. It seems like all I had to do was type in Pokemon Go Eternatus scam, and, well, yeah, we have ourselves a variety of videos from a variety of people that are absolutely not happy with this event. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point, but at the same time, cripes all Friday, people. How do you guys keep letting this happen? Like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or anything like that. This right here, there's no excuse for the developers of Pokemon Go to be doing this shit, but here's the thing, right, is that this has been a recurring common theme for years, and you guys would be calling that stuff out, and yet you guys turn around and continue to give money to Pokemon Go's developers, whether they be Niantic or Scopely now. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, do people not learn from history here? Like, I can't say this enough, guys, but if you really want to make an impact, if you really want to send a crystal clear message to any company, hit their wallets. Because at the end of the day, that's all they care about is the profit. If you hit them where it hurts, i.e. the profit margin, well then they have to start listening. But if you guys are continuing to give them money and rewarding their bullshit, well, I mean, really, what is the greater of evil here? The fact that they gave you this type of bullshit, or the fact that you guys keep funding and rewarding this bullshit? Like, again, not trying to sound like an asshole, but I get so sick and tired of hearing about all of the complaints about Pokemon Go, and these same people are turning around and rewarding Pokemon Go. And don't get me wrong, the complaints are absolutely valid. Pokemon Go and those behind Pokemon Go continue to shit the bed, shit on the player base, and they continue to put out crap after crap after crap after crap. But here's the thing, is that the reason why nothing is being done, why nothing is being changed, is because they keep getting rewarded for their shit. And I found a really good post on the r/Pokemon Go subreddit that pretty much sums up everything that revolves around the issues in this event. We're gonna go through this. Number one, small communities /solo/rural/busy players get shafted again. Old story, but oh boy, is it relevant again. Niantic made it so you can only gain points to the Eternatus Pass by doing raids or max battles, which are essentially group content. Sure, there were some easy raids or max battles too, but they gave so little points that the Eternatus wasn't really free if you needed to rely on those. Furthermore, many areas simply didn't have enough gyms/power spots to reliably farm the easier battles for points, so it's either community privilege or paying for remote passes if you want to even get the Eternatus in the first place. And I don't care if that argument is as old as time itself, it's an oldie but a goodie, i.e. full of truth. Number two, FOMO content design, or fear of missing out for long. Again, this is nothing new, but here they cranked FOMO to the max, pun intended. This could have been easily avoided, or at least been made less tedious, if the Eternatus encounter would be a reward from a special research that the players could grind at their own pace, little by little and when it suits them. But no, of course not. From Monday to Friday, you had a hard cap of pass points per day, and if you wanted to even get the Eternatus, let alone power it up, you had to schedule your life around the event, especially the weekend. Given how many players it takes to defeat the G-Max bosses, Eternatus, and Crowned Dogs, it leaves the players with very little flexibility when it comes to where, when, and with whom they want to play. or, of course, the option to open the wallet and pay for remote passes and possibly particles too. And yeah, you see, that right there highlights another issue, is the fact that they put these bullshit small timetables on these type of things. So it's pretty much do or die for you. It's either you miss out or you have to go above and beyond out of your way, financially or otherwise, in order to even have a chance at getting the prize out of this. Like, I think that right there is one of the biggest things against this event here, is the fact that people did not have the option to do things at their own pace. So, in regards to that, they either had to worry about the fear and potential of missing out, or in order to not miss out, they had to dip into their wallet, i.e. their cash. Number 3, the ever-increasing monetization. Oh fuck, here we go. Eternatus was expensive. Like, we've had a constant spam of tickets, special boxes, and whatever money grabs for years now, but this was absolutely ridiculous, and they knew it. Not only is it paid content to even get Eternatus for many players, but the real robbery happened with the power-up mechanics. They could have just made Eternatus more simple and require it to take 888 XL candies instead of the normal 296 to be fully powered up, and give the players the normal amount of XL candies from max battles. But then everyone, even kids, would have understood that it takes literally 3 times the amount of battles to max it out compared to any other Pokemon. However, they intentionally heavily bloated the XL candy requirement and the reward candies to confuse the players who are bad at math in an attempt to hide the real cost. Like, I've actually seen videos of this happening, and I'm thinking to myself, like, are you guys, like, actually genuinely out of your mind? Like, yes, don't get me wrong, Eternatus, an absolutely cool looking Pokemon. It reminds me of something you would see from fucking Final Fantasy, you know what I'm saying? But coolness or not, it doesn't justify this nonsense here. So let's move on to point number 4. You were able to pay and play as intended, spend time and put effort into the event. You got what the event had to offer, so what did you get, and does it matter? While this is not a problem for newer players who are still relying on weaker Pokemon, it's an increasingly common problem with Pokemon Go for many more seasoned players. Almost anything you do will not progress your account in a noticeable way or enable you to do anything meaningful. Eternatus compares to Mega Rayquaza as a Dragon-type raid attacker, so if you already had Mega Ray, Eternatus really didn't make a difference to your power. And as a Poison-type attacker, Mega Beedrill is arguably better. In max battles, the adventure effect of Eternatus is undeniably strong, but other than that, it's not meta-defining. In PvP battles / Go Battle League, Eternatus is strong, but not a sure win monster by any means. Eternatus can be good if you invest in it, but in my humble opinion, definitely not worth literally hundreds of dollars and the limited free time most of us have. For many, it was a dex filler that had to be paid for and that had to be tediously grinded in a narrow time window. This is very unmotivating to many, and the game is long overdue to have content where the rewards of these big events have a relevant use and make a noticeable difference. Right now, the playing experience itself seems to be the reward. And this here, folks, is just another microcosm on top of the big heaping pile that continues to grow even through 2025 as to why people are not only losing faith in Pokemon Go, but just straight up putting down the game and walking away from it. And it's really sad when you begin to get down to the brass tacks and just cut straight to the chase, because this is a game that is approaching on being 10 years old, okay? 10 years old. And for years now, the community has been actively having feedback and complaints about Pokemon Go in one way or another, and a lot of those complaints originate from these topics that was within that Reddit post. The fear of missing out, the absolute imbalance when it comes to benefits versus the cost of an event, and the list goes on. And even prominent YouTubers are calling this stuff out. And this is something, honestly, that just can't keep getting ignored. But the reason why it does get ignored by the big wigs in Pokemon Go, Niantic, Scopely, whatever, is because there are more than enough people to keep giving them money, keep rewarding them for this type of bullshit nonsense like this. And I get just a little bit extra pissed off in this situation because a lot of these people that are complaining about Pokemon Go, you know, hashtag Hear Us Niantic, whatever, are the exact same type of people that are still turning around and forking over cash to Pokemon Go. So what does your stance really mean? Do you care about Niantic hearing us, or are you just using that as a way to get social media points, but still turn around and pay Niantic money to keep up with this rubbish? Like, I'm just genuinely curious, that's all. Anyways, I went a very long time without seriously having to call out Niantic, having to call out Pokemon Go for more bullshit, but man, this right here was a big one. This one was absolutely massive. Now, this wasn't meant to be like a super uber deep dive type of video here. This was more or less meant to tell you guys what is going on, tell you guys like it is, because that's one of the reasons why I would presume you guys are subscribed here, is because I'm not gonna give you bullshit. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. And I'm gonna do my best to back shit up with facts, logic, and evidence. But I will recommend one YouTuber who went into a lot of detail about this event. They go by PokeMilo UK. Their video is really good. It's also somewhat long too, so definitely grab yourselves a snack and a drink and enjoy yourselves while watching through that video. But yeah, folks, I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys a little bit about this subject, and I also had some of you guys actually in the comments letting me know about this and wanting me to do a video on this, so I hope to you guys that this video hits the mark as well. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.